Hello, greetings, and welcome to Wholeo-Awakening's Four Seasons Qigong. My name is Nathan Faust, and I'm your guide through this journey. You have just finished your epic warm-up routine. Now it is time to begin our stillness training. In the winter season, we're going to really be focusing on stilling and warming the body, while of course working with the kidneys as well. All right, throughout this program, the Four Seasons Qigong, you're going to be getting one standing practice, one stance that I want you to practice every single day for the next year. Now, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be using this stance every single morning and hopefully every single evening. For the first month, I want you to practice 5 minutes. Okay? 5 minutes. This stance, like I said, you're going to be using this throughout the entire program. So I want you to progress and lengthen the stance time over the months. For the first few weeks / a month, if you want, 2 weeks to a month, I want you to focus on standing in this posture 10 minutes every day. 10 minutes every day. And then you build that up until you reach 20 minutes or 30 minutes, depending on what you want to gain. Okay? 20 to 30 minutes every time you do it. That's the goal. So, how is this video going to be structured? Well, I'm going to first show you the stance, centered and the side. And then we're going to chunk it down step by step, physically, mentally, and emotionally. We're also going to be looking at the health benefits of this as well. All right. A little disclaimer, if you have any knee problems, if you have any problems with your knees or with your feet or anything wrong with in that area, this is probably not a very good exercise for you, but always consult your doctor, okay? Above everything else, consult your doctor. If you feel any pain, back off, okay? Back off. Like I said, we always must adhere to the advice of our doctors first and foremost. But I guarantee you, most of them are going to nod their head and they're going to say, you're doing Tai Chi, you're doing Qigong? That's pretty cool stuff. They're pretty cool people. They're pretty open-minded folk, really. So, let's go ahead and begin. As you can see, I adjusted the camera angle so you can now see my feet. Wonderful. Okay, so you can see my toes. They're pointing straight ahead. Like I said, throughout this program, this is going to be mainly a stationary practice. So we're really not going to be moving here and doing all this weird Tai Chi stepping and cat stancing and all that cool stuff. That's for later. Right now, we're going to be working on stillness. There's going to be some of that later on in this program. But for now, we are going to work on stillness. So, before we get into the stance, what is required? A calm and steady mind. If we do not have a calm and steady mind, then what's going to happen is we're going to end up cheating ourselves. Because what's the goal of standing practice? Number one, to build the legs, to build your physical body, to create something, to create the water body, the body that is used when you're practicing Tai Chi. And also, it's to sink the Qi, sinking the Qi to the Dantian. And if your mind is not relaxed, if your mind is not centered, if your mind is not balanced, then it will be impossible for you to achieve this. So, I like to usually stand first and take a few deep breaths. 3, 6, 9 really good deep breaths. My hand is going to signify the inhale and then the exhale. This is 3 breaths, and then I begin standing, okay? Let me demonstrate it first, and then we'll talk about it, okay? All right, watch me. Go. We stand like this for 5 to 10 minutes. Wonderful. Okay, so if you can see, I went into that particular posture a little bit differently. You don't have to do that. You can just have your feet together and just step on out. In fact, for now, that's what I would want you to do, is you bring your feet together first after your stretching routine. Sink down into your right leg. Sink it down. I like to visualize melting. Okay? But more of that in just a few minutes. Let me show you from the side angle, okay? Good. All right, perfect. Excellent. So you saw it from the side, you saw it from the center. I'm going to move up so that you can see me from the center, okay? From the torso. See this? Good. Just cuts off my head so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay? To the side. Watch my bottom, okay? This is very important. You see? Step out. Perfect. See? It's as if I'm sitting, okay, on a bar stool. Now, whenever you see somebody who talks a little bit about sitting on the bar stool, yeah, I know my head's cut off, but now we're going to go into explaining. What they're talking about is you're going to be sinking into the qua area. This is the qua area, which is our bikini line, like I said last time, remember? So we're going to be sinking here, and that's how we get our bar stool posture. A lot of people say bend at the knees. This is wrong. So if your teacher says bend the knees, or if you hear somebody say bend the knees, they're not painting the accurate picture. The accurate picture is not bending at the knees, but sinking into the qua. That way, that bends the legs just a little bit. See? Good. That's the first step. Bend the legs. Notice my stance is about hip to shoulder width apart. Good. Okay? So you sink in the qua. So let's practice this movement together, okay? We're chunking the movement down step by step. Now it's time for you to rise and practice with me, okay? All right, take your hands. Place them on either side here on your bikini line. If you've ever wore a bikini, you'll know where that is. Right there, where your hip crease. place your hands on the knife edge on your creases here. And let's practice together, okay? We're going to do side view and front view. This is side view. Sink. Okay? Come up. Sink. Come up. Breathing in. Exhale, sink. I'm being vocal about my breath so that you can know when you should breathe in and when you should breathe out. Good. One more time. Inhale. Sitting on the bar stool, about to get a haircut. Sitting on a bar stool, ordering some shrimp. Or whatever you like to eat. Okay, so just practice this. The best thing to do is just get into a mirror. Go to a mirror and practice sitting down on a bar stool. Visualize a bar stool beneath your bottom and then sit down. And there we go. Good. Wonderful. So that's step one. Step two is basically your chest. So I'm going to come back here, okay? Is your chest. Now, a lot of people say sink the chest. I don't like to use that terminology, and I'll tell you why. Because when I visualize sinking the chest, I think of like that. There's my chest, it's sunken, right? Well, when we use that terminology, what we end up doing is, here's my chest, like that. That's incorrect. We never go in like this in Tai Chi or in Qigong, rarely. Instead, we go down. So I like to visualize on my chest, there is placed a magnificent, glorious, absolutely magnificent, words cannot describe, banana split or fudge sundae. I love fudge sundaes. And it's placed right here on the chest. Now what I want you to visualize is it's a sunny day. It's a hot and sunny day. And the ice cream is beginning to melt. And when you place the chocolate syrup, when you run it on the fudge sundae like so, where does the chocolate syrup go? It goes down, right? It goes down on the sides. And so that's what our chest is doing. It's not going in, it's going down. And what that does simultaneously is it relaxes our lower back. So visualize a chocolate fudge sundae, and you're drizzling, it's melting in the sun, and you're drizzling chocolate syrup on it, and that chocolate syrup just goes down on the outside of each scoop. It's not going in, it's going down. Relax. So that's the second step. The third step are the arms. Remember, the shoulders. Remember, you have a sundae and it's melting. Everything is melting. The ice cream is melting down. So our shoulders are nice and relaxed. Notice my posture here. It's rounded, right? It's not straight. Like this, like we do in more karate. Or more externalized kung fu. It's round. It's round and it's open. your elbow. This is my elbow right here, and this is my rib cage, my ribs right here. Okay? Now, my arms need to be a fist width away from your ribs. Okay? A fist width on both sides. So you'll be able to fit your fist in there, like so. And your armpits need to be away from the body, so about a hand width. Same width around, so that you can stick your hands in there. It's as if you have a hot bun, as they say, in between your armpits. And if you squeeze so tight, you're going to burn yourself. So don't squeeze tight your body, relax and open the body. Head is suspended on a string, thus tucking your chin in just a little bit by an inch or so. And it's the martial crown, which is a little bit behind, like so. Perfect. Your fingertips are going to be placed on your thighs 45 degrees out. So your fingers are going to be resting about to your corners here. Back is relaxed. Chest is melting. Your arms are melting. Your shoulders are melting. Your entire body is melting. And now we can resume our standing. The last thing that I want you to do is put a smile on your face. Gently smile. Our breathing is going to be from the diaphragm, from our gut, from our belly. And we're going to be trying to lead the chi down to our dantian. So just think about leading a stream of energy down to your gut. Dantian is 3 finger width below the navel, the belly button. And you stand like this. Some of the considerations is that when we stand like this, we have a tendency to kind of sway a little bit on our feet. So it is absolutely essential that we place the weight at the center of the foot. Okay? I've had people say, let's move the center of the feet to the balls of our feet like so. That's incorrect. Why? Because somebody can come over there and pull you off balance. So if your teacher says, for example, if someone says, place the weight on the balls of the feet. No, that's wrong. Center of the foot. If your teacher says, go to the heels of the foot, like so. No, that's wrong, because somebody can push you over. What we want is an equal amount of weight on the foot, as much as possible. One teacher said it's like a mop. You take a mop, and then you let go of the mop, and the mop just splats on the ground, right? It's all the foot. If your weight is on the blade of the foot, that can cause injury. If your weight is on the inside of the foot, that's incorrect. So what you want to do is right in the center of your foot, okay? Right in the center. Your hands are going to be open like this. Fingers touching the thighs. And you're going to breathe in and out through the nose. Stand like this for 5 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes. And that is good. That is plenty. And what I want you to do is for the first month, stand 5 to 10 minutes, okay? And then for the second month, I want you to go up to 15 minutes. And for the third month, I want you to do 20 or 30, okay? That's typical. 3 months of just this posture, standing. Breathing in and out through the nose. Never out through the mouth. The tongue is touching the roof of the mouth, just behind the teeth. And you're relaxing with a smile on your face. The smile has a very good psychological effect on the body. It encourages happy thoughts, positive thoughts. Happy thoughts, calm thoughts. And the tendency, like I said, is to kind of go back and forth. See, let's go here, the side here, back and forth. See, some people kind of do this kind of a little bit of a rocking sensation. I'm kind of exaggerating, but this is what they do. They rock forward and backwards, side to side. Correct that, okay? If you notice yourself doing that, if you notice yourself with any kind of bad habit, like clenching upward or closing into the body or not sinking into the qua, like so, then you must use your ting, your awareness, to correct yourself. You must use your awareness to correct yourself. How do we do that? Well, let's say, for example, well, I'm kind of over here on my right, so I need to balance that out a little bit there. And that's what we do throughout the 5 minutes. Do we notice anything that's out of balance? Correct it, stabilize it, and balance it. Okay? All right. What are the health benefits of this exercise? You can lower blood pressure. You can lower cortisol levels. You can de-stress. I remember when I was had a little bit of a interesting, terrible night terrors, I call them, after death in my family. And I did these exercises a little more. I did a little more standing than I was normally doing at the time, and it helped. It helped tremendously to calm myself down, because I was fresh out of college. I was working several hours, colleging several hours. Like we're talking about 15-hour days, and all I wanted to do is go home and sleep. So I kind of slacked off in my training, and so I developed high cortisol, high blood pressure, and I started standing, and I noticed tremendous amount of difference immediately. Tremendous, overnight. It was amazing. So, key and moral of that story is never stop training, even while you're in college. So stand, like I said, for about 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes ultimately. This is your stance. This is it for the next year. Just stand like this and relax. Standing also builds leg muscles. It can help your knees to grow and to become stronger and better and recover from injury. It can also help you to be still and calm the mind as well. So it's absolutely essential, especially now that we're in winter. All right, that's it. Hope you enjoy this video. Thank you so much. If you like this video, then subscribe and share and like it. We're trying to get as much videos out there as possible for you guys so that you can share them and we can build a wonderful, marvelous community of harmony and love and peace seekers so that we can make the world a better place by our vibration. So, thank you so much. Next video, we're going to begin with our actual routines, both spiritually and also physically. Thank you.